No, George, this is not where we do the triangle financing triangle for how crowdfunding works. George he's miming the triangle for triangle financing. So Samson Williams, George Pullen here from Milky Way Economy, lead investors into Bright.us. We have to tell you this because, we were arguing whether or not we were paid spokespersons. And George was like, you get paid? I was like, no, I paid them. It's yeah. So we're not sure what we are, but for some reason we need to disclose that we're the lead investors into Bright. And so we're big fans of the triangle financing method, and that's how crowdfunding works. George, hypothetically, I'm in the nanostat business, right? I want to launch some nanosats up. I come to you. I say, George, I've heard that through Reg CF, I can raise up to $5 million. How does this work for my nanosat business? Go.
The way it works for your nanosat business is you already have your good partner service, you have your nanosat, and you're going to convince the crowd. So these will be people that are generally already part of your professional community, your industry community. They might be part of even your social community. And you're going to convince them that they should help fund this new nanosat business that you're looking to launch. They can do that from a regulatory raise. So they can go out and see your offering on Bright.us. They'll be onboarded. So they'll go through all of the necessary regulatory hurdles for KYC and everything else. And your deal will be there that they can pick from. They might get there and decide they don't like your deal. And that's okay, because you can't force them to participate, but they'll now have the opportunity to participate at a very early stage in your venture. And that's what's actually super unique about this, because you're going to be telling your community about what you're up to in your business anyway. And now those people who are fans or potentially people who are customers of what you're doing can start to engage with you, and they can do that in a way that helps them profit as you profit.
Mm-hmm. So I want to clarify and bat some cleanup for George. Part of your community will also be your haters, and it's okay to have haters, because honestly, your haters track your every move, because you're always like, haters, how do you know so much about my business and what's going on? You have the opportunity to have your haters invest in you. And it's amazing how many people make investments in companies and people they claim to hate. George said KYC, and that stands for know your customers, know your customer checks. And so again, this is regulation crowdfunding. Reg CF is a very regulated industry. So you do have to go through know your customer checks as well as anti-money laundering checks. And that just keeps bad actors, helps reduce the number of bad actors, because if your haters on your cap table, well, as a Reg CF issuer, you do have the right to kick someone off your cap table before your deal actually closes. We'll talk a little bit more about that in detail. And the last bit of business, if you're in the space business, or if you're in any type of business, you're doing some type of biz dev. This is that triangle financing triangle we referenced earlier. This is sales and marketing. This is brand. This bottom part of the triangle, that's regulation crowdfunding. You're already spending money on sales and marketing to build your brand. Crowdfunding allows your customers to be investors, which are lifetime loyal fans and investors of your business. And so later in another video, George, I'm going to challenge you to answer the highly technical question: what is the lifetime value of an investor versus the lifetime value of a customer? So stay tuned for that as we talk more about what it means for crowdfunding, for regulation crowdfunding, for the space economy and space businesses in the space economy.